Welcome to our presentation on the use of cost-benefit analysis and multi-criteria analysis. In this short presentation, we'll go through an overall introduction to these tools and why they can be a powerful helper in relation to decision-making for climate adaptation. We'll introduce the concept of costs and benefits within the decision-making context and how we can work with them in relation to these tools. In the following, we'll refer to cost-benefit analysis as CBA and multi-criteria analysis as MCA. The main objective of ICARUS is to improve the uptake of climate change adaptation in the decision-making processes of road authorities. This specific presentation regards how to make the decision case for adaptation and specifically how we can use CBA and MCA in decision-making processes. When we face complex decisions, like in the context of adapting to climate change, it's vital to have structured methods to guide our decision-making. For example, if we're considering whether or not we should make a specific decision or change, it can be useful to have a method or rule to guide our decision. We might be unsure of what adaptation options we should use, to what extent we should apply them, or even if we should consider climate adaptation in the first place. In both CBA and MCA, the primary goal is to methodically evaluate the benefits and costs. We use this weighing as our guide as to whether or not we should make a certain decision. If we should, for example, undertake a specific project, make a change to our operating procedures, or how we manage our assets. These projects often aim to address broader societal impacts, meaning it's crucial to consider a wide range of potential outcomes. The basic idea of both MCA and CBA is to weigh the benefits of making a specific change against the costs. Typically, this involves comparing the costs and benefits against a do-nothing scenario. This helps us understand the value and implications of the changes we are considering to make. The MCA is a decision-making tool used to evaluate and compare multiple competing alternatives. In this type of analysis, we use different criteria, which helps us assess the pros and cons of various options, taking into account diverse factors that are often quantified on different scales. The MCA is particularly useful when decisions involve conflicting and multiple objectives, and allows for a comprehensive assessment beyond just monetary metrics. The CBA, on the other hand, is a more focused economic assessment tool that compares the cost and benefits of a decision, project, or policy. The main objective of a CBA is to determine whether the benefits outweigh the costs and by how much, and thus provides a clear basis for comparing different options. The CBA hinges on the inclusion of benefits and costs quantified in monetary terms. The MCA, on the other hand, is based on evaluating different alternatives by a set of weight criteria, which can be both qualitative, quantitative, or a mix of both. Some costs and benefits are fairly straightforward to monetize using, for example, the market prices. Some are more difficult and require the application of specific economic valuation techniques to monetize. This significantly increases the amount of data and resources needed, but however also increases the number of intangible costs and benefits to be included alongside with other market goods in the analysis. While many benefits and costs can be quantified in monetary terms and thereby facilitate a CBA, it's not always this simple. Some aspects of climate adaptation projects, particularly long-term or qualitative impacts, resist easy monetization. In that case, the MCA enables an alternative approach of a more qualitative assessment of benefit and costs. When we talk about benefits in climate adaptation, we refer to various positive outcomes that can be both environmental, social, and economic. For instance, the benefits of a project undertaken to reduce flood risk in an area might cover benefits associated with both reducing the damages on material goods, environmental protection from, for example, erosion and runoff, or we might even consider the reduction in the amount of distress and risk perceptions associated with flood risk for people in the area. Such benefits need to be clearly identified and articulated as part of our decision-making process. Within the ICARUS framework, we distinguish between benefits and co-benefits. We define benefits as benefits that link to the key performance indicators used by the NRA to measure performance of the road network. Good examples of benefits linking to the key performance indicators could be availability and safety of the road network. Co-benefits are additional benefits of making a specific change or decision, which do not link to the KPIs of the NRA. Also note here that benefits can be negative, for example in the case where the change of a given benefit is negative. In the same way, understanding costs is crucial. These aren't just financial, but can also include resource allocation and even less tangible impacts. Identifying costs mean considering everything from the upfront investment to ongoing maintenance and potential indirect costs. These costs encompass both the initial construction costs, long-term upkeep and maintenance, and even some repair. And they might also cover more intangible costs associated with, for example, reduced access to recreational areas that are reduced or alternated as part of the adaptation measure. Within the ICARUS framework, intangible costs are defined as negative co-benefits. Deciding whether to use CBA or MCA hinges on several factors, including the nature of the project, the availability, and what we need from the analysis. While the CBA gives us a clear economic perspective, the MCA allows for a more nuanced understanding when we're dealing with diverse and potentially non-quantifiable impacts. The choice between these methods should align with our goals and the values of stakeholders. When non-market valuation is deemed impossible or insufficient due to the resources needed, is where the MCA comes into play, allowing us to account for a broader set of criteria that can include non-monetized factors, ensuring a comprehensive analysis. To summarize, structured decision-making tools like the CBA and MCA are indispensable in the planning and implementation of climate adaptation projects. They help us navigate the complexities of these decisions by providing frameworks for evaluating a wide range of factors. The ICARUS objective is to improve the uptake of climate adaptation in decision-making and how to build and implement the case for resilience via adaptation. By integrating CBA and MCA into our strategies, we can make more informed, transparent, and accountable decisions, ultimately leading to more effective and sustainable outcomes in climate adaptation. You can find more information on the ICARUS website, icarus.project.cedr.eu. Thank you.